Hey, what is up, guys? Tdacey back with another World of Tanks replay of the week. This replay is a very nice replay given to me by Devlin once again. He was featured in, I believe, 2 weeks ago's replay of the week, and he's platooned up with myself and DB Black. DB Black is another YouTuber who does World of Tanks videos. I'll have his link for his channel in the description. If you guys want to subscribe, if you like what you see, go ahead and do that. Here we go. We got not that good of a win chance according to XVM. I mean, 42%, that's okay. You can obviously tell that their tankers on their team are a little bit better than ours. So Lewis, once again, is in his Leo. You got me in my FV183 and DB in his Conch GC. So DB is obviously going to set up in the A0 position, get as far away from the magical forest, which actually, ironically, is getting reworked, I believe, in 9.3. So he's going to set up in A0, let Lewis and myself spot for him, and he'll get some damage there. I end up, I think, doing around like 3.5k damage, something like that. We'll be able to check that in the after battle reports. But Lewis here has a killer game. Really carries it towards the end. I believe it's his Leo Ace tanker, and you know, he just does a really good job. So get a nice snapshot on the patent with, wow, a great roll of 423. So despite that patent's view range, Lewis was able to spot him first, which is a plus of this Leo's camo. If you look there, we got a few other guys from, I guess, Reddit clans, such as the Reddit 3 guy, and I'm just taunting him, trollololol. But this E5, I have no clue what the hell he's trying to do. Just look at that. He's able to kill the patent, but oh my god, he just lost all his HP going into that hole there. Hopefully he'll duke it out with this E50M, which it looks like he's getting a few shots on him, but Lewis is just going to support over here and do the best he can. So you can see here that Lewis misses a shot under the E100's lower hull, as I hit that, I believe, STI for around 1900 damage. So Lewis gets a nice heat shell shot into the E100's turret face. He does load a lot of heat in this tank, and that's a bit different for the Leo, as the Leo does have adequate pen, and I mean, especially with the APCR, it has really good pen with that too. I don't see why Lewis needs to carry that many. But despite that, he obviously uses a lot of heat this game, and that helps him get his damage up there. So we got a lot of tanks just rushing into this little cubby here at the, I guess, the DFE line. And Lewis gets hit by that VK, however he's able to put another shot through the VK. And here's the E75 and VK also up there. The buff on that VK really makes it hard to pen that lower plate, and especially at an upward angle like this, there's no way Lewis is going to do that without heat. So you can see over here that our team is really trying to push out those guys into the open, but not really doing too well there. Lewis bounces a heat shell off the VK's upper plate, as really I am getting pushed in right now by that E5, or E75, E100, and other tank over there. So Lewis is really supporting our team here, and just really trying to get these guys down, as now he focuses towards the guys who are most heavily up to the front lines. So Lewis bounces a shot on the E100's turret with heat, which really at that angle is not going to pen anyway. Just not, you know, it's worth a try. So there's a nice shot into the E100, as Lewis is able to take out the E100 with ease. Now we really just got to help out our E100 and get this VK down. So Lewis is aiming in, decides to go towards the 50B, who's one shot, and takes him out. So that's 2 kills for Lewis, around 2.7k damage, and really racking in the damage here. Nice shot on that E75 and a nice roll of 407, yielding around a max total of 3,336. DB gets a whopping 12 damage on the E75, and damn, that was just unlucky right there. However, STI takes out the E75 before Lewis can, and now it's time to move in. So Lewis just does a great job supporting the team there. Unfortunately, a few of our tanks did die in the process. Couldn't really help that out. But the Leo's obvious, you know, gun depression and it's just amazing accuracy over there is able to really just take out these enemy tanks. So here he's got a Foch, 1390s circling him, and hopefully you can take him out too, as the shell gets there a little too late. 1390 is able to face hug that Foch and kill him. DB gets killed from the forest, and here's really where things start to go south. Lewis is going to have to work extra hard here just to, you know, secure some kills and help this STI out. Now the E50M, which is actually what I hit before, that I left with like 40 health, is finally finished off by Lewis. He was pretty much just camping out in the city the whole game. This Waffle, I have, like I said before, I have no clue what he's even doing, because he ends up staying alive the whole game and not even shooting once. Or maybe he shoots one, I really don't know, but he gets 0 damage, and he really was not a credit to the team. So Lewis is here, gets a great flank shot on this 140, and sets him on fire, despite his automatic fire extinguisher. STI does die, and Lewis is able to get one more shot of heat into him and light him on fire again, so that's just great. Getting that extra damage, and he's actually going to burn out because he doesn't have a fire extinguisher, so that was really good. Lewis obviously goes back to APCR. Want to save those heat rounds toward the end, and that would really help out in the late game. So our E100 is apparently just YOLOing out into the open, and I have no clue what he's doing, so, you know, he really needs to get back, but Lewis is going to try and help him out, take some shots for him, hopefully spot the enemy before they get to the E100 and 140. So we're really just playing the waiting game here. Lewis really just needs to outspot the enemy, and hopefully his E100 will be an idiot and at least show us where some of the enemies are. There's the STB. So Lewis is going to snipe at this STB, hopefully get a few shots on him. However, he somehow stops right at the right location. Lewis is able to get one more shot on him. Wow, nice roll of 473 there. That was really nice. So this STB peeks out one more time, and Lewis is able to get a shot on him, and that breaks the 6k damage mark. So I'm surprised this STB has not killed the E100, and Lewis once again gets a nice shot into him with the APCR rounds, and the E100 burns him to death. So that was really lucky for that E100. Obviously Lewis aiding with the shots here helped that out, but can't really say much about that E100 as he gets pooped on by a 54 E1 in Visitanking. So 140 needs to keep this Waffle spotted for Lewis, however he doesn't do his job and Lewis is forced to move in. But Lewis does have a lot of HP along with the 140, so the Waffle can't really clip out both of them. By the looks of it, 140 is getting shot by the 5041, which means that he is most likely in the forest or on this flank too. Lewis does get some good sniping shots on this Waffen through the rubble there. So he's up to 6,800 damage with a few kills under Top Gun. He's got 6 kills here. Hopefully he can secure that Top Gun. So Lewis takes a shot on this Waffle's hole, gets him down to around 200 HP, and the 140 is most likely going to finish them. So, you know, Lewis doesn't, he's not able to get the Top Gun, but he does get, wow, 7.5k damage already. He does get tracked by the 5041 and shoots him one more time. Looks of it, the 5041 is clipping, and Lewis is able to finish him off with ease here. So Lewis has 8.3k damage, and hopefully he'll be able to take out his 5041 to break to the 8.5k mark. And there it is. So 8.6k damage for Lewis, 5 kills, 13k win 8 game, and that's not even counting the sniping blind shots that he hit. So he potentially has more damage than just 8.6k. Along with that, he hit 23 hits, yielding him, like I said, 1,300 win 8 for this game. Just an overall amazing game by him. We'll have the after battle reports next, and stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, so we are back with Lewis's killer carry game in his Leopard 1. So if you see right here, he obviously got his Ace Tanker medal, almost 4k experience at 3,834. He made 109,243 credits. Despite that, obviously with all the gold rounds and situations where you really want to secure that win, he only made around 4,000 credits after the almost 90,000 credits of resupply. Just on the ammo alone, repair is not even included. So Lewis did really well here. He got high caliber Confederate and tanker sniper as opposed to, you know, many other tanks on the other team who didn't really do anything. If we look over there, they didn't even get any medals. If you look at the team, obviously with 9,058 damage, he's leading the pack. In second place, we have the 140 from Tdacey, so we have me, and then DB. DB did pretty well. I mean, despite him getting, I guess his potential was kind of stunted by the YOLOing Waffle and other tanks down the middle of the forest that he was killed by. That's not really his fault, more of the team's, and obviously I landed like a 1900 hit on that E50M, but obviously I got killed early on too by artillery, so not much by me. Obviously Lewis got the 5 kills, did not secure the Top Gun because the 140 kind of YOLO'd in after the Waffle, but obviously still got his Ace Tanker. So if you look over here, he killed the E50M, E100, 140, 54E1, and 50B. spotted the 5041 and as well as the M48, which was that YOLOing guy early on. One weird thing that I wanted to state was, I don't even remember it in the game, but Lewis, I guess, got hit by either an HE shell, maybe artillery, one time. I don't even remember that. But he, obviously, with the gold rounds being fired, penetrated 25 out of 28 hits, fired 32 times. But obviously, with games like that, I don't blame Lewis for firing the heat at all. That's pretty much it for these. The specific replay of the week. Obviously, I suggest you guys send in your replays. Obviously, I've got a lot piling up, and I try and pick the best ones out for the week. But if you guys think yours is good enough, obviously upload it to wattreplays.org.com. You can do Quickie Baby's website, Noob Meter, whatever it may be, and submit it in Reddit, in-game preferably, or on YouTube. So just send me a link and hit me up, and I'll try and showcase some of them, guys. So that wraps it up for this week's replay of the week, and happy tanking. Comment, rate, subscribe.